You could describe this head-up display as an HUD for the more advanced users, but that doesn't mean it's going to be difficult to use and operate, because it's not. It is, however, definitely a head-up display that will most probably have that specific feature that you have been looking for. And yes, its appearance, it certainly does catch your attention. But the A590 head-up display does not only have a pretty and attractive looking display screen, this HUD is also packed with all of the features you could ever want with a head-up display, including the ability to change the display mode without having to even touch the device at all. Yes, that's right, this head-up display can be controlled using hand gestures. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome to the channel, and I hope you like today's video. If you like car technology content, then hit that subscribe button, because that's what you're going to see on this channel. Okay, so this is the A590 head-up display, and it connects to your car through the OBD2 port. And it is also an HUD that is packed with a lot of features as well. Now, there are actually 3 different versions of this head-up display available. The standard A590, the A590 Pro, and the A590 Max. This one here I have is the standard A590, and it is also the cheapest version as well, and with less features. So what are the differences between all 3 versions? Well, the A590 Pro and the A590 Max also support dual control mode as well. So they are not only OBD2 controlled, but they are GPS controlled as well. The standard A590 and the A590 Pro support a total of 7 display mode themes, whereas the A590 Max supports a total of 9 display mode themes. And the A590 Max also supports GPS tracking as well. This feature is catered towards your driving journey and can calculate the distance and directions to your destination. It is unfortunately not a built-in feature with the standard version here, so I cannot demonstrate that for you. The A590 Max also includes another built-in feature as well, known as Driver Score, which is a driving behavior security recording feature. And what that actually does is it monitors and records your driving behavior each time you drive the car, and then it will give you a score on how well you did, which is basically just a grade on how safe it thinks your driving was. So yes, it's basically another built-in safety feature, but it's also definitely not a common feature that you would find with a lot of other head-up displays either. The A590 head-up display can be attached to your dashboard using this mounting adapter and the supplied adhesive pad, but you can actually also attach it to the windscreen or roof of the car as well, as the mounting adapter is also designed so it will adjust to a 180 degrees angle like that. So you just get the angle right, and then you can just stick it onto your windscreen like that. The controlling of this device is done using its 3 built-in buttons, which are located just here on the top of the device. So you simply use these buttons to navigate through the different settings of the head-up display. And these 3 buttons are left, which is used for scrolling through the different settings and options; right, which can be used to manually turn the device on and off if required, but of course this head-up display is also designed to turn on and off with the ignition of the car as well; and of course the right button, which is also used for scrolling through the different settings and options of the device as well, but in the opposite direction of the left button; and the M button in the middle here, which is used for entering the main menu settings, as well as switching between the different display modes as well. This head-up display is also updatable as well, and that is what this connection port here is for, on the back of the device, next to where the OBD2 cable plugs into. These updates are also advertised to be lifetime free as well, and auto brightness and dimming are also supported with the A590 head-up display as well, as you would expect, and that is what this light sensor is used for here on the back of the device. Now yes, it definitely does have a very attractive looking LCD display, and with, as already mentioned, 7 different display mode themes available as well, that can display your speed, RPM, water temperature, battery voltage, turbo boost, fuel consumption, oil temperature, trip meter, and a lot of other information related to your car as well. The separate section of the HUD here is for the ambient lighting, which is used for all the alarm notifications. Of course, this HUD also supports all the basic features as well, such as kph and mph speed units, a built-in compass, satellite meter, clock, altitude meter, fatigue driving alarm, and a lot more. These features will of course vary depending on the A590 version that you have. And of course, like the majority of other HUDs, you are also able to adjust the speed accuracy as well if it is not accurate enough to the speedometer of your particular vehicle. However, one big and definitely unique feature and highlight with the A590 head-up display is the ability to switch between all of the different display modes that I just showed you using hand gestures. Yes, at the top of the HUD just here, you can't really see it on camera bit because it's too dark, but just in the middle there of the top center of the gauge, there is a photoelectric sensor, and when you wave your hand past it, the display mode will change without you needing to press the M button to manually do it as I was doing before. So for example, as you can see, the display modes are now changing, and I'm just using my hand to do it. You do have to be quite close to it for this to work though, but it is definitely a very cool feature and fun feature to play with as well. Now, adjusting the speed accuracy of the head-up display, if required for your particular car, is not the only measurement that can be adjusted. You are also able to adjust the accuracy for better and more precision with the RPM gauge, the fuel consumption, which will also work with diesels as well, and the fuel unit is also adjustable between litres per 100 kilometres, kilometres per litre and MPG, the turbo boost for any turbocharged cars only of course, and the measurements between PSI, kPa and bar are also supported as well, and even the battery voltage level as well. The built-in trip meter can also be easily reset at any time when required also. And if you need to, you can also turn off the hand gesture feature as well. But believe me, you won't need to, as the sensitivity of this feature is set very low. So the chances of this feature ever false triggering are very slim. You also have the option to set up custom engine data parameters, including another feature known as custom auto logos, and that is in the system set menu. Right at the bottom. This feature will allow you to put your car's logo on the display screen at the top. That is, if your car brand logo is supported, of course. And unfortunately for me, Alfa Romeo is not. But to demonstrate this feature to you, I'll just choose another brand, such as Porsche. And now if we go back to the main display, as you can see, the Porsche logo is now at the top corner of my head-up display, and it will apply to all the different display modes as well. So that's quite a cool feature, as it allows you to personalize your head-up display. I'm wondering if an update may have the Alfa Romeo logo included for my particular car, so that is definitely something I may have to check out later on. If you're a BMW or Mercedes owner, then it's good news for you because both of those brand logos are supported. Now, while this device may look quite big on camera, it is actually not. In fact, it's very small, measuring only 121mm long by 83mm high. And in my personal opinion, the displays are maybe a little bit too small for a head-up display with this amount of features that it has. But in having said that, you do also get used to the size of it as well when using it every day. Now, if you follow this channel, you already know that I am a big fan of any head-up display that has multiple speed alarms, and the A590 has 5 of them. Yes, it has 5 built-in visual and audible speed alarms. It's a dream come true for me personally, but there is a slight catch to the way they work, because you can only have one speed alarm that will sound an audible alarm for you. The other 4 speed alarms are still audible, but when you get up to the speed you have set the alarm for, instead of sounding an alarm, it will just beep one time to let you know that you have reached that speed. And it will do this for all the first 4 speed alarms that you have set. For this reason, it is very important to make sure that the main speed alarm, the main audible speed alarm that is, this being the 5th one, is set to a higher speed than all the other speed alarms, because if it's set to a lower speed, then it will overwrite all the other speed alarms. This might sound confusing, so I'll demonstrate the speed alarm feature for you now. Okay, so I have set the first speed alarm to 30 kilometers an hour, the second to 40 kilometers an hour, the third to 50 kilometers an hour, the fourth to 55 kilometers an hour, and the main and fifth speed alarm, which is in a different setting, I have set to 60 kilometers an hour. So let's now test this out so you can see exactly how this works. So as you can now see, the head-up display beeped once to notify me when I got up to the speed of 30 kilometers an hour, then 40 kilometers an hour, then 50 kilometers an hour, and then 55 kilometers an hour. And then when I got up to 60 kilometers an hour, that triggered the fifth and main speed alarm. The head-up display will also beep again when your speed drops below the set speed alarm as well, to let you know that you are now below that set speed and the speed limit as well. This is a common feature that a lot of other head-up displays have these days as well. Now, 5 built-in speed alarms is a lot, yes, but this head-up display also has multiple other alarms as well that you can set up for other features of the car. So for example, so we've got the main speed alarm there, and you've got an RPM alarm, coolant alarm, oil temperature alarm, ECT alarm, oil pressure alarm, low battery voltage alarm, driving fatigue alarm, and more. The A590 is actually packed with so many features that it can actually tell you anything about your car's engine's health. And it will give you all of these live parameter values for everything displayed on screen anytime you need them. It will of course also read and erase any diagnostic trouble codes. Yeah, that's in that section there. So it can read and erase diagnostic trouble codes and give you a lot of other information about the car as well. These days of needing to carry around a diagnostic tool for your car's engine are quickly coming to an end, as so many head-up displays will do this for you now. And that being said though, the car does need to be OBD2 compliant. And from my experience, these features do also work a lot better with some other head-up displays than they do with others. And lastly, the A590 does actually also have quite an advanced built-in performance testing feature as well, which you can use to monitor your turbo boost, acceleration times, braking performance, engine load, and more, making it a great head-up display to use with any performance car. Anyway guys, that now brings us to the end of another video, and thank you so much for watching. So the A590 head-up display is definitely a bit different to a lot of the other head-up displays that I have tested and reviewed before, and I have to admit, with some pretty cool features as well. Of course, due to the number of features the A590 does have, that also means it's going to be priced slightly higher as well when compared to a lot of the other and cheaper head-up displays, but which also have less features as well. At the time of this review, the A590 head-up display is going to cost you approximately 90 New Zealand dollars, and that's for the A590 standard version only as well, which is this one. The A590 Pro and Max versions are slightly more expensive, as you would expect with the extra features. However, all depending on what you want from a head-up display, the standard version that I have right here may be all you need. As always, I have put a link in the description area below for anyone who is interested in purchasing any version of the A590 head-up display for themselves. Anyway, if you like this video or found it helpful, then please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel, where you can watch even more videos, which I upload every week, and I hope to see you all in the next video.